Oh shit! Am I live? Is this working? I think so. God damn! Hold on, I gotta turn up my gain really quick. I think. Maybe that should be a little bit better. I believe. Let's see. Have a good one. Thank you, Chaz. My ears. This is such a bad ear workout. It'd be really funny if you deleted your Discord server. It's cancer. Too much animu. Yeah, there is such thing as too much animu. I thought about it. I contemplated deleting it. But it doesn't bother me at all. I only noticed there was anime all over it because what's it call it? I was loading up the stories and I had to go into the actual watchfrog server, and I'm like, what the fuck is up with all this anime? There's like way too much anime, guys. I don't see it. I don't notice it. I'm not aware of any of it until literally the day that I stream, and even then, like I'm not reading all of that. So you guys are really just talking into the ether, which is fine. You guys can post whatever you want. I should either get a mod or just completely nuke the server for the sake of humanity, preserving the sanity of humanity. AC the Watchers. Now that you said too much animu, there should be no animu. I know, right? I know. Hold up. Let me see. Just gotta check these audio levels really quick. Everything should be good. Let me play the sound really quick. Why is this not? Oh, there it is. Okay, that was delayed. Goodness. Shoot, man, there's quite a bit of stuff going on. I don't really have a jam-packed show. I thought I would have more, like 304 stuff. This is probably the first show where I have like none, like absolutely none. But the frogs have been watching things lately. I actually just saw. I'm not gonna do like a formal review or go on like some rant because I actually kind of enjoyed the film. But I just saw Mission Impossible 8 or 9 or 20 or whatever, whichever the last one, the latest one, the Reckoning, the Final Reckoning or whatever. I think it's the last installment of the Mission Impossible series, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. I of course pirated it. I'm not gonna pay to see this movie, and I had a really great time. I made popcorn for myself, and it was very delicious. But the film, though, it is way too goddamn long. It was like 3 hour long movie, and that is just way too long. I feel like I spent more time like just like texting women than actually like paying attention. But the pacing was relatively good though. It was okay, and a a lot of throwbacks to the previous 2 to 3 films, which are the good ones. The problem with the Mission Impossible series is that it was just way too long. There was just way too many of these movies. I get they made a lot of money. I get they were big money makers, so of course they're gonna keep making them. But the only memorable ones were like the first three, or at least the first two, and then the one with the rabbit's foot. I don't. The one with Seymour Hoffman, the guy who deleted himself in a video game. Those are like the only three good ones, memorable ones. Well, they were all okay, but that was like the better one, right? And all the other ones are forgettable. And that's like the big problem in Hollywood is that they don't want to end any of these stories. A story has a beginning, middle, and an end, and they have to end. The party has to be over at some point. And apparently, it's like what 20, 30 years they've been making these films. So, I mean, whatever. Good for Tom Cruise and his career, I suppose. But yeah, it was a good ending. It's a good ending. I'm not gonna spoil it, because again, I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. So yeah, none of that.
Give me money, give me money.
All right, we got a $2 super chat from AC. Stream is Sausage Fest. Where's the whammon? I don't know. Let's see. Usually, the whammon are incognito, which is what I would prefer because I know you sex pests. I know you monsters out there would just bombard them with your little hot dogs, and I don't want that for the women. Okay, as a respecter of the females, I would rather them be anonymous. Except for Zombie Bomb, the only woman that is openly, I guess, identifies herself. She's probably getting beat up or slapped around as she should, for being annoying. Let's see, what do we got here? Rip the band-aid off, just get it over with. I know. I know, dude. I got to do something. Make me a mod in Discord. I promise to reform the anime lovers. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I try to do like a fun, balanced show that isn't so like bro festy. But then if you were to go into the Discord, you would think I'm fucking hoarding all these incels. I'm just stockpiling incels in their fucking anime. And that's not what I'm about. Gia prefers incognito women, aka non-binary women that look like a man. I don't even know what that means, AC. I don't know what you're saying. It's confusing me. I'm scared now. But I gotta do the spiel. dlive is fucked. Who cares? The website sucks anyways. So, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining me on another exciting episode of the Watchfrogs. We go live every Monday night on the Watchfrogs channel, which is home to the Fake Crimes docuseries, a variety of other videos, and of course the Watchfrogs podcast. You can enjoy the show live on a variety of platforms like BitChute, Rumble, Trovo, dlive, Kick, Twitch, X, formerly known as Twitter, and YouTube. For those who prefer an audio-only experience of the show, you can head over to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts exist. Links are in the description. If you wish to support the show and help keep the Watchfrogs independent, feel free to head over to my subscribe star page, locals page, or perhaps toss a generous donation in my Cash App. You can also super chat. All super chats are read and very much appreciated. Once again, links are all in the description wherever you may be enjoying the show. All right, so enough of that. We got to just dive right into it. Let's see what we got here. So, David DeMarcus, tax-free overtime could be midterm magic for the GOP. So, Congress has already passed Orange Man's big, beautiful bill. I'm not going to, go over the details of said bill. But there are a lot of provisions which are a total bone thrown to the working class, such as myself. If I were to get tax-free overtime this year, it would be life-changing. Not just for myself, but for many people all over the country. It would be so gargantuan. It would be a massive win, and of course, this would be such a massive win that this is probably if we get the big beautiful bill and if we keep these tax cuts. I know the Senate is, they got the stick. The GOP controlled Senate has a stick up their ass for whatever reason about the bill, and all of a sudden the deficit hawks, all the little chicken hawks who want to give money to Ukraine for war, they want to fund Israel. They want to I don't know, pay for all these agencies to spy on us. And whenever Democrats are around, like the failure Obama, the wannabe Messiah Obama, or even Joe Biden, the deficit hawks are, they're quiet as a fucking mouse. It's not a problem. But all of a sudden, Orange Man is making good on the promises that he's made. And now all of a sudden, oh, well, the budget, think about it. I'm all for the bill in its current iteration. And I don't give a fuck about the $4 trillion. I think it's meaningless. For those of us who kite and Chaz with a $2 bill, tell Chaz to Minecraft himself IRL. No, I refuse. Do not Minecraft yourself IRL. You can Minecraft yourself in Minecraft, and that's it. But yeah, where was I before I was interrupted with the Minecraft request? $4 trillion, who gives a fuck? For those of us who have engaged in business or do business, we understand you got to spend money to make money. So if we got to spend a little bit of money to, I guess, jumpstart, to revive this Biden economy, I am all for it, and a lot of people are optimistic about it. The proof is in the polling, and I'm not worried about it. If the GOP fucks us on this, because it's too good to be true. Overtime, tax-free overtime, is too good to be true. And I think the GOP knows this. I think they know this, and they're gonna fuck Trump. I think we're gonna get fucked on this, and it's gonna be devastating, man. Like my check, thousands of dollars taken out of my check whenever I do like massive OT. Like I'll do 80, 90, maybe 70 hours of OT in a week. And well, not total OT, but just like overall I'll do 70 to 80, 75 to maybe close to 90 hours a week, right? It's a lot of overtime. Tons of money taken out of my check. And if that wasn't taxed, all that goes into my pocket, and I'm not going to be penalized for it come next tax season. And dude, I'm feeling it, man. I would feel that. I'm feeling the optimism. It's flowing through my veins. And I really, really want this. But let's hear what Fox News, which, by the way, has been publishing some fake shit lately. As the GOP's big, beautiful bill heads to the Senate next month, one provision legislators from both parties should keep their sights squarely set on is no tax on overtime. Because in my travels talking to working Americans, no policy comes up more often. Yes, this is a really, really big deal, you guys. So there's a lot of motivation to fuck this bill at the Senate level and prevent Orange Man and the American people from getting a massive W. It is not hyperbole to suggest that if successfully implemented, vastly reducing overtime tax, or it's eliminating overtime tax on America's workers, should be the most politically significant measure in the bill and could easily help Republicans sweep the midterms. Yes, the Republicans will win everything. I mean, right now they are barely slated to win a lot, but they're going to win everything if they are able to get their shit together. Just fucking do it. Just pass it. Quit the fucking grandstanding. I'm not impressed by what Thomas Massey is doing. He's fat. He's a fucking liar. He's a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck if he hates the Jews or whatever. People think he's based in red pill because he's anti-Semitic. No, dude, he's a shithead. And he's a fucking liar. All this fucking phony grandstanding. Again, where was all this grandstanding when Joe Biden was fucking over Americans, having innocent Americans thrown in prison, planning to fucking put us in camps for not wanting to wear masks or get injected with pharmaceutical products against our will? All of a sudden, the deficit hawks, these fucking phonies like Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, all these fucking cucks, they're now all of a sudden they got their principles in check and they want to come out and they want to prevent us from not being taxed to death. It's bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. Don't fucking care. If I was Trump and they fucked him, just destroy the Republican Party. Go after Joni Ernst, John Thune, Lindsey Graham, all of them. Get rid of all of them. Fight them all. Just fucking fire in every direction and just nuke yourself from orbit. Take them all down with you. What happened or what is happening to the Democratic Party needs to happen to the Republican Party, but at a faster, more controlled pace. And the sad thing is that we've done a better job at getting rid of the douchebag Republicans, the conservatives, the neocons, etc. And now we have to deal with these fucking phonies like Thomas Massey and Rand Paul and all these other douchebags. And then Ron Johnson, like, what the fuck is his problem? Goodness, man, it's really annoying. Let's see. Brascat said he misses Zombie Bomb. Oh, poor thing. Did Gio beg for her forgiveness yet? She said she'd come back if he did. One, fuck Zombie Bomb. Two, I don't even know what I need to ask forgiveness for. Three, it's never gonna happen, so she can go fucking pound sand. Brad Skag, wait, they fought again? This is on Discord too. No, I'm not fighting with it. Dude, I'm not on Discord. I don't talk to Zombie Bomb, you guys. There's no drama here. Now I sound like Eric July. Yo, this is a one-sided argumentation. Yo, this is a one-sided beef. This is a one-sided scandal. I don't know nothing about it, you guys. You guys are talking about the stuff and I'm completely unaware of it. Contrary to popular belief, Gio doesn't stream sitting down. He is actually on his knees while streaming. This is why he looks so short on stream. You can believe this. I'm a mod. A reliable source. Dude, it was funny. I was actually talking with somebody and she thought I was 5'6". And I'm like, girl, we haven't met yet, but I am way taller than that. I am not 5'6". That's like Destiny size. No, thank you. So anyways, let's continue on with this article. It is very rare when I'm out talking to people on the road for the person after person to keep mentioning something I never even brought up. A clear example in the last election was Robert F. Kennedy Jr., now Secretary of Health and Human Services, who I couldn't get people to shut up about, even when the media wasn't focused on him. Yeah, dude, people are really excited about Trump's presidency. Everything about it is exciting. I wish they would be doing a lot more on the election integrity front, but whatever. Yeah, fair taxes now. How about no taxes now? I don't want to pay taxes because I know it's just going into the hands of lazy people, illegal aliens, the public sector unions. Like, fuck taxes. I don't want to pay. They're like, oh well, if you don't want to pay your taxes, the Russians come knocking. No one's gonna. Yeah, dude, that's fine. I like Russians. I would get along with them a lot better than the people stealing my fucking money. Regular readers of this column will recall the coal miner and yeah, I'm not gonna read all this shit. No tax on tips. No tax on overtime. Quit fucking us in the ass. Our butthole It's just a gaping, massive hole the size of the Lincoln Tunnel. There's nothing. You can't fuck us any harder. It's over. Let us be. Quit taking our money. Let us heal. South Africa's Malama repeats, kill the farmer as Ramaphosa stays quiet. Oh, this is really great. This is really great. Let me read some of these comments. You guys are coming in. Geo's taller than 5.6 inches. That is true. 5.6 inches, definitely. Don't tax the rich, tax the boomers. No, I don't think anybody should be taxed, even people I don't like. Send them back to Africa. Well, I don't know. There's parts of Africa that are like really nice and like the people are friendly. They should go to El Salvador to the Secot. That's where they should go. So I don't want to like rehash all the drama with the South Africa stuff. Obviously, there is a Gino, what aside in South Africa. The South African government is brutalizing and harming, and in my opinion, enacting a Gino, what aside against the white Afrikaners. And generally, I am against importing people into the country, but the Afrikaner has nowhere to go in the world. Nobody wants them. I'm not pro-boomer. I'm just anti-tax. Taxes are bullshit. So there's nowhere for the Afrikaners to go. So I am all in favor of bringing them here. And President Trump ambushed President Ramaphosa in the White House in that room where he famously played that multiple clips. Like it was like 5 or 6 minute long video of leadership in South Africa calling for very despicable, heinous violence. And like, again, I don't want to rehash all this stuff because you guys get it, but there were a few things that came to mind in the wake of the response to the event in that room. The first was denial. And it wasn't just like CNN and all the usual fake news companies, but Fox News was also repeating the lie that Trump's claim about a Gino, what aside in South Africa is fabricated. And none of that is true. None of that is true at all. It's obviously happening, and they're in complete denial about it. Even Fox News, so-called right-wing news, they're full of shit too. But what I thought about was how you have a video 6 minutes long of political leaders, government leaders in South Africa, all of whom are not white, calling for the death of the innocent and peaceful Afrikaners. And they're denying that this is legitimate. They're denying that this is the genocide has taken place. And I thought about Jussie Smollett. I thought about Nathan Phillips. That's who I thought about, because these guys claimed that they were going to be deleted in a video game. They're going to be Minecrafted. They claimed that people were violently threatening them. And the modern left rushes without evidence, without any proof, tangible, concrete evidence that this is actually happening, or that those events actually happened. And they take it as gospel. They take it as the truth. And the antidote to said alleged speech was to pass anti-lynching bills to further promote the myth that specific groups are oppressed and are hunted down on American soil. And none of it was true. No evidence for any of it. I thought that was really weird. And then Trump just plays a 6-7 minute long video of South African leadership calling for the death and destruction of the peaceful white Afrikaners. And they're saying it's not real. We're being fucked with, you guys. It is absolutely devastating, the state of the press in this moment in time. I mean, this is what's really horrible. Like the genocide stuff. Yeah, it's really bad. But that goes without saying. Obviously, I'm not South African, so I'm not affected by it. I want to help them in any way that I can, and I want them here and safe, away from the South African government and the South African people, not the Afrikaners themselves. I want them here, and the South Africans over there, so nobody dies. But dude, they're denying it right in front of our faces, and we're memeing on it and stuff, but like really think about it. Like, we're hearing these people call for violence, and they're saying that it's not true. It really, really is that bad. This is so much worse than it actually is, and also add on to this absurdity. We're gonna add on to this absurdity even further. The modern left right now is chimping out over fucking Gaza, over the Palestine conflict, the Gaza-Israel conflict, whatever. And they keep calling it a genocide. They keep calling it that. And they're getting all riled up. And they're like, well, look at the rhetoric. Look at all these things that they're saying and they're doing. But they cannot extend that courtesy to the Afrikaners, the peaceful white Afrikaners who did nothing wrong. They can't extend them that courtesy, and it is likely because of the color of their skin. The Afrikaner is white. The Afrikaner has a capitalist mindset. The Afrikaner built one of the most successful civilizations in Africa, in all of Africa. There's resentment and there's anger and there's hatred towards the Afrikaners, which is why they don't extend that courtesy to them that they initially give to the Palestinian. And the Palestinian, the residents of Gaza, these people are communists. They are pro-communist. It's largely a Islamic communist country, or it used to be, whatever it is now. I don't know. I'm not there. Man, and it's just like, and then they get so mad when people deny that what is happening in Gaza or in Palestine is it's a tragedy. It's a genocide. They'll chimp out at you if you say it's not. But we have all the hallmarks of a genocide in South Africa. And they go, and even the activists themselves, they've been chimping out all over Twitter, they've been chimping out all over social media, all over the press, say, no, it's not a genocide. Even though you have an entire stadium full of people calling for mass violence, the extermination of an entire race of people who have been on the continent since, what, the 1600s? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see. I don't know what the hell Reximus Prime is posting. I don't understand. Geo telling us that we are being fucked because South Africa has issues probably means Geo's pro U.S. democracy in Africa. No, I'm not pro anything Africa. I just don't want any of that shit here. But I do want Afrikaners here because that is a legitimate side. Geo's pro-war. Chad is about. I never called for pro-war. I just want to rescue those people. Zombie hates Geo now. She said he better watch the fuck out. What the fuck, Brad Skag? Should I start a stream now to see all Geo's viewers? You can do whatever you want, Chaz. Yes, Chaz. John, I don't feel like it tonight. They're back to step one. Step one, it's not happening. Step two, it's happening in some areas. Step three, it's happening. And it's a good thing. Right now, the left is at step one with Afrikaners, Geo. Yeah, Reximus Prime. That sounds about right. Yeah, because if you were to pull up, information from like the UN or the EU or whatever, and you look at, what are the hallmarks, what are the criteria for a genocide? What are the stages of the genocide? The South Africans, the Afrikaners, they fit the bill perfectly. And again, people are the left is chimping out about Palestine, Gaza, yada yada yada, and they and they're really mad about the denial of the so-called genocide in Palestine. But now, once did they ever rebuke or call out the fake wannabe Messiah Obama when it came time to recognize the genocide that occurred in Armenia, the Armenian genocide at the hands of the Islamic Muslim Young Turks, which is that name was used by Cenk Uygur and his fat family to do their shitty show, their fake news show. And even to this day, the Armenians are antagonized by Azerbaijan and by Turkey, and they receive funding and weaponry from Israel. And again, the modern left doesn't care about that genocide. They don't care about the South African genocide. And again, there's I'm noticing patterns here. The Armenians and the Afrikaners, white, Christian, Protestant ethic, that sort of thing. So of course they hate them. They want nothing to do. And again, these people aren't communists. Even though when Armenians migrate over to the U.S., for whatever reason, they're just like far left, and it's so fucking weird. Gio would disavow me. I just ruined the mood. You see, yeah, dude, it's okay, Chaz. If you're not feeling good, man, don't worry about it. No pressure here. Let's see. So yeah, fuck Ramaphosa and all these douchebags who deny this. All right, so damn, this is great. Dems donors lived it up at swanky hotels, trying to figure out why the party is losing working class. This is embarrassing. It's not even just a working class, but it's also men. Top Democratic operatives and donors have been hobnobbing in luxury hotels while trying to figure out why the party is shedding men in the working class. Moves that have liberals have slammed as out of touch. Yeah. I don't know. Keep telling people that biological boys should be beating up biological women in sports in high school. Keep telling families that you think it's perfectly okay for a man to follow behind little girls in the public restroom. That's a great idea. Why don't you keep looking at white men and blaming them for all the problems in society, which of course none of the problems are their fault. Like literally none of them. What else can you guys do? Oh yeah, keep opening up the borders and keep giving free cars, Obama phones, 5-star hotels to illegal aliens while U.S. veterans are jumping off the top floors of parking structures at the VA. That'll win over the people. Just keep doing that. Keep telling gamers that they're fucking sexist for just sitting there playing a fucking video game. Keep doing that. Keep telling parents that their kids are not their kids, they're our kids. Fucking commie shitbags. In one instance, liberal super PAC, Future Forward, hosted a gathering in the Ritz-Carlton resort in wealthy Half Moon Bay, California, to apprise donors. On what went wrong in 2024, prominent figures such as California Governor Newsom and Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear were reported in attendance. Yeah, Andy Beshear is definitely somebody to keep an eye on. That guy definitely has some ambitions. Gavin Newsom, dude, the guy's flip-flopping hard. He's going into 2028 general election mode, and he's also tap dancing between that and being a wokester. Some of the elite gatherings featured appetizers like short rib tostones, mini lobster rolls, beef tenderloin, and other expensive hors d'oeuvres, according to reporting from the New York Times. Yeah, nothing says, like how do we reach the men like all this shit here. Among the strategy discussions was a $20 million effort codenamed SAND, Speaking with American Men, a strategic plan which is working towards stemming Democrats' hemorrhaging of young men. Some of its recommendations include purchasing more ads on video games and changing the party's language towards men. Sam really underscored the need for Democrats to stop having such a moralizing tone toward men, according to the report. It's not like, dude, most men are moral. You guys are missing the point. It's what you are demanding of men. You demand men, specifically white men, to shut the fuck up, take it in the ass, allow all these illegal aliens, allow these foreigners from the communist Chinese government to send their kids out here, replace them in the workplace, replace them in the universities. And also tell them that it's a good thing. And not only that, they should bend the knee and say that it's a good thing to show solidarity with the BIPOCs. So you're going to pull out ads in Call of Duty telling white men to bend the fucking knee and to kiss the asses of these people? Sounds like a really great strategy, you guys. We just have to, it's not about like talking to them. You can talk to these people all day. They're not gonna come around to your way of thinking, because the way that the Democratic Party thinks is a bit antiquated. It's outdated. It's not real. It's evil. It's pure evil. And the massive miscalculation the Democratic Party made, I guess, is that they think most men are evil. They prop up the patriarchy. They're responsible for all these problems in society, blah, 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 blah. And they're not. And, dude, people are tapping out, man. We're done with this shit. Men are done with this shit. Again, I was a lifelong Democrat. I voted for Obama when I was old enough in 2012. And I worked for the party. I did canvassing operations. I was an aide. I was a strategist. I was a Bernie bro. I worked for free. I worked for Bernie for free. I was a precinct captain. I believed in what we were doing. I believed in the anti-war stuff. I believed in Bernie Sanders' anti-immigration stuff. And I'm like, this is as good as it gets. And then we got fucked. And it turns out none of it was real. It was all bullshit. It was all a scam. Now more than ever, we know that it's a scam. The Democratic Party says, our body, our choice. We love bodily autonomy. Unless it's in regards to masks, unless it's in regards to your kid going to a public school, we're going to pump that kid full of drugs. We're going to pump your baby full of drugs. If you don't do what the doctor says, we're going to report you to CPS. We're going to take your kids away. That is the future that the Democratic Party wants. And the jig is up, man. Like what I'm saying here, regular people are saying on the streets. Regular people are communicating my feelings, how I feel. They also feel that way too. And they're communicating it to people all over the place. It's over. There's no salvaging this. The only way that they win, it's because Republicans do not give voters a reason to show up to the polls. Trump gives people a reason to show up. But John Thune doesn't. Mitch McConnell doesn't. Adam Kinzinger sure as hell never did. Liz Cheney sure as hell never did. Good riddance, man. Good night, Chess. What the fuck? Where does Diddy come in this? Why is Gio talking about Diddy now? The watchfrogs. Why is Diddy in your mind? Are you a victim too? What? What are you talking? I never mentioned Diddy. Show me a Nate where Diddy touched you. Look, if Diddy touched me, I'd have a lot more money. Look, I'd be like, yo, dude, do whatever you want to do. Just give me a movie deal. You know, get me in a room with Harvey. You know, work it out. I'll let it go. I'll be like, ooh, that kind of feels good. But no. Guys, the whole P Diddy thing is a distraction. It's fucking bullshit. For anybody who's like actually within proximity, within arm's length of the music industry, know that it's really no different than the film industry. And there's a lot of bullshit, there's a lot of craziness, a lot of, PDF stuff going on behind the scenes. And none of this is surprising to me. And which is also largely why I do the anti-consume stuff. You guys do not consume product. When you consume product, you make P. Diddy richer. You make Harvey Weinstein richer. You make Disney richer. And all they keep doing is producing garbage slop. And it's just meant to hurt people like us. It's meant to erode a trusting, healthy society. It's meant to erode and break down the family. All that shit is anti-family. You know what? Like there was this meme that was posted. I think it was by Stone Toss, or one of my dissident artist friends. I forget who it was. They posted this poster of Lilo and Stitch, the live action movie, and I had no idea. And basically the meme was fuck it. Let's just go to Twitter really quick. Let's go to Twitter. Let's see if I can find it. Let's go here. Let's see. I'm gonna find it really quick because I had no idea. I had no idea this is a thing. Also, hi everybody who's watching wherever you may be. Let's see. Yeah, look at this shit. So the new Lilo and Stitch movie just came out. I don't even know what this movie's about. I guess it's about like this little dog alien thing that ends up in Hawaii and he's like dancing and shit. I guess that was the original cartoon. I shit you not. This is literally the plot. This is literally the plot to Lilo and Stitch, the live action film that was released this month in 2025. Surrender your children to the state and pursue a shiny life in America. May 23rd. And of course there's trash everywhere. It's unkempt. The poster's not even leveled. And I guess we have indigenous women here reading the poster. And I mean, this is how sinister and how vile and disgusting the culture is. This fake corporate culture, this fake regime approved culture. Yeah, surrender your children to the state and pursue a shiny life in America. I'm not even kidding with you guys. I read this, fell on my ass laughing. It was hilarious. But then I went to the Wikipedia page of this film. The main character, not the little girl, but the big sister, I think her name is Nanny. She is supposed to be raising the little sister, but she's doing a shitty job, and she was given the opportunity to surrender her guardianship or parental rights of the child, which is Lilo. And then she does that. And then she goes to San Diego State University, which is in California. And presumably going to frat parties and getting dick down. That's the new Lilo and Stitch, guys. This is what they're teaching people. And this is why I am so adamant about the anti-consume movement. We cannot consume the products. You cannot allow your children to consume these products, for they are poison. Poison for the mind. Let's see. I didn't mention Diddy out of nowhere. I literally don't know what you're talking about. I honestly, and again, I don't even care about the trial. I mean, it's all bullshit. The trial is being held in the Southern District of New York, which is where they held Epstein's or Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, and everybody knows how that went. She's going to prison for sex trafficking nobody to nobody, but she's gonna go to prison anyways for it, so it's bullshit. And now, now the whole trial of Diddy is being played off as like some sort of domestic violence dispute. I don't know. I don't fucking care. Stop consuming product. Stop listening to shitty music and watching any of this garbage. And this stuff will cease to exist or be an issue in your life. Like, it's really that simple. So the watchfrogs is saying he has a price. I'm not saying I have a price. I'm just saying I would be amenable to some things. How many movie deals will it take for Diddy to touch you in your no-no square? Probably 2. And then I will be so successful, he'll never have to touch me again. Diddy trial isn't a distraction. They're hardcore trying to cover it up. I mean, it is a distraction. You're wasting your time watching the trial because, of course, they're just going to cover it up and turn it into some bullshit. Dude, James Comey's daughter is spearheading the whole fucking affair. It's bullshit. Dude, James Comey's one of the most corrupt people in the country. His whole family's corrupt, just like the Bidens. Their whole family's corrupt. They're all criminals. That's why he had to pardon them all. He even pardoned the Comeys. Goodness. To deny that JOOs are overrepresented in Hollywood is to deny the fact that they were original founders of Hollywood. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. So you didn't watch the original. Trust me, every man in the chat would D her down. She was dummy thick. Yeah, but did she terminate her guardianship rights in the cartoon? I never watched either of them. I don't know. I was too busy fucking women in college when that shit. Well, hold on. What year did Lilo and Stitch come out? Before I fucking. I don't even remember when it came out. Original Lilo and Stitch. Oh my god, 2002? I wasn't even in high school when that came out. Never mind. Again, I don't know, dude. What was I don't even know what I was doing in 2002. I'm riding my bicycle with friends. I would consume the shit out of some Smarties right now. You know what? Smarties aren't bad. I can't be going in for sweets, but if I could, Smarties is up there. The big four-eyed alien had a Russian accent in the original because it was funny. His voice in the remake is a literal lobotomy. Bro, I don't even know. Why do you guys know so much about this? You shouldn't be watching it. Left my house, saw 2 movie deals. What the fuck? I would have figured 5. Geo is so cheap. Look, dude, those movie deals are millions of dollars each. That's not cheap. If it was a distraction, they would at least film it. They're not going to film it because it's a federal court. The feds don't want cameras in their courtrooms. It's just how they are. They're a bunch of bitches. All right, so yeah, I just thought this Lilo and Stitch shit was pretty funny. Let's continue. No lies detected. From a Reddit lies. True unpopular opinion. This is a real unpopular opinion, unlike those fake unpopular opinions. I'm not really conservative, but voting Democrat as a man seems not ideal. All right, so I haven't read this fully. At all. And I give you my thoughts on, what men are going through. I feel it. I get it. As a working man myself, no. I'm done with the Democrats, but let's just get into this. I'm really conflicted about how I'm going to vote in the midterms or in 2028. I voted for Biden before, but I chose to sit out in 2024 because I wasn't a fan of Kamala Harris. And I couldn't bring myself to vote for Trump. I was really hoping that by losing, the Democrats might change their strategy and be less hostile towards men. Okay, so this is a Biden voter admitting that the Democratic Party is blatantly hostile towards men. However, their spaces still seem very anti-men, and I can't continue voting for a party that believes I'm evil for existing. I don't hate feminism. I just want to be treated fairly. It seems like leftist spaces are determined to express disdain for men. Not to say that conservative spaces don't have their issues as well, but just as some ladies prioritize their needs by voting Democrat, I'm starting to feel like I have only one other option. What's the point of democracy if I'm a second class citizen and my needs are ignored? Just burn it down at that point. Fuck. Dude, the fatigue is real, you guys. The fatigue is real. And again, I sympathize with this. I was in a lot of these issues that men face, I feel like I'm more on the like extreme side of the need part, the neediness part. I mentioned in the past plenty of times, growing up I was an at-risk youth. I was an at-risk youth. You know, a lot of problems in the home, getting kicked out of schools. Just a bad dude, or I was a bad dude going through some stuff. There was no resources for me. There was not a lot of help from me. I mean, now that I'm, when I was more established and I got my stuff together, then all of a sudden, BIPOCs were, everybody was sucking their dicks. Everybody was like all about the BIPOC shit, the BIPOC struggle. And now there's all these resources for the BIPOCs. I never took advantage of any of them. I was never afforded any of them. And even to this day, I don't think I would ever take a handout on account of the color of my skin. I'm just not really into that. I do want to be treated fairly. I do want to be treated like everybody else. And I don't feel like a lot of the stuff like these guys right here. So I'm just gonna assume that the person posting here is white, because BIPOCs, Latinx, blacks, whatever, they don't have this problem. When the feminists or the Democratic Party starts saying men are scum, men are problem, men need to bend the knee and whatnot, they're really talking about white men. They want white men to submit. They would never dare talk like that to a BIPOC or a Latinx male or a black person. They would never talk to them that way because those are sacred cows. That's a very important voting block. There's a lot of hero worship around the BIPOCs, so they would just never talk to them that way. At least me personally, I don't ever feel like I don't feel like I've been demeaned or that the feminists have been overtly cruel to me. They're cruel to me, but not because of being a man, though. I've been viciously attacked for being a very vocal supporter of President Trump, and for being antagonistic towards the Democratic Party and the far leftist internationalist ethos. I'm not going to kowtow to it. I'm not going to shut up, and I'm not going to stop making jokes about it. So I court no favor with these people. I face their wrath, much like a lot of these white people have, and I probably have been discriminated against. I don't know, because I don't. When I applied for jobs in the past, I could have taken the shortcut and I could have lied and just been like, "Yo, I'm indigenous, I'm Native American, I'm Latinx, I'm trans." I could have lied, but I never did. I never fucking lied. I never ever fucking played those games. And everything that I've gotten is because I worked really hard for it. That's absolutely true. When you see a lot of skepticism against, or in my personal life, when I've heard a lot of skepticism towards like Western ideals or whatever, and people are expressing their anger and rage towards it, they don't really direct it at me. But when they're talking to like friends of mine who are in agreement with me and who are non-melanated, if you know what I mean. They're just getting fucking bombarded and shit. I remember I was working on this campaign, and some of the girls that I was working with, they were having a debate with some of the other staffers, just about like politics in general. And they're just like, dude, white men are overly privileged, and it was about privilege and shit. And I'm just like, I just rolled my eyes and I kept my mouth shut. I didn't want to get into it. I don't really debate people in the real world. It's a waste of my time, you guys. It's a waste of my time. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a bunch of comments here. You need to join me on YouTube, bro. Dude, Chronic, anytime, any place. As long as I'm not working, I would love to hop on the fucking stream, bro. Last year was really fucking crazy, but all that shit's over and done with. And I just had friends and family visiting from LA and elsewhere in Arizona and stuff, and now they're all gone. So now it's just me alone again. And I finally had some fucking peace and quiet. So that's why I'm here, you guys. This is why I'm doing the show again. I'm fucking back. Yeah, dude, Underchronic, we gotta fucking join up, man. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. I grew up watching the original Lilo and Stitch, and Nanny was dummy thick, and it's a really fun film. It probably is. Dude. It's a kid's film. It came out in 2002, so it's probably a little bit more wholesome and innocent. I don't know. Again, I don't really know what it's about. I just know what the new movie is about, and it's fucking horrible. It's like, yeah, abandon your family, give them up to the state, and oh yeah, this little alien, this like cool, awesome thing, just like abandon that too, and go get fucked in college by like 5 guys at once. Lilo and Stitch has a beautiful art style. I don't know, I guess, whatever. The watercolors in Hawaii was a good choice. And I like Hawaiians too. I think Hawaiian people are amazing. They're very, very friendly. What's up, Greg? What's up? Is that midget 212? Just read Chaz's super chat. Is he talking about Minecraft again? Yeah, dude. We got sad Chaz in the chat. Dude, I don't know what we're gonna do with the boy. Like, what do we do with the boy to cheer him up? Like, guys, I fucking hate to say this, man. I fucking hate saying this shit, but like, there's a problem with like people being lonely, people being depressed, people being, whatever, people addicted to drugs. And as much as you love and care about them and want to help them, like, you just know you can't. They're going to have to want to help themselves first. I love you, Chaz, but I don't know what to do, man. Like, I'm always here for you, but there's nothing anyone can do, man. That's just a sad reality of it. Kind of like those incels that are like filming themselves in their cars and they're fucking crying. It's like, yeah, my initial instinct is to feel bad, because like, yeah, rejection sucks. Getting your heart broken sucks. I've fallen in love like 12 times. It's fucking bullshit. It fucking hurts. But I'm not going to record myself in my fucking Jaguar XF Premium V8 with tears running down my cheeks onto my gorgeous European leather seats. You're just not going to see me do that, you guys. You're not going to see me doing 85 miles per hour on a surface road on my motorcycle, on my crotch rocket, with tears flying off my cheeks, making it rain on the ants on the floor. You're just not going to see me do that. Brad Sky, I'll debate right now. Try eating Chaz's ass, might cheer him up. Fuck off. Let's see. I say I'm native every time, just a troll. I am so white, they know it's not true. Blue-eyed devil. Well, you know what, midget 212? You know what? If Elizabeth Warren, a U.S. senator, can get away with it, so can you. All right? I believe in equality. You're good. Should I think about Minecraft Weekly, but we have to hold the line. No Minecrafting. God damn it, you guys, stop. I guess the best advice, I mean, if people really wanted it, like, because I used to be pretty sad. I was a sad boy. I went through my sad boy era. Now I'm in my nice guy era, drizzle and all that shit. Now that I don't even know how I got out of it. I just kind of got over it, man. You just got to live your life. You got to just have like like millions of little victories each day, each week. And then eventually you get over it. You'll just be like having a good time. You had a party. You got a fucking chick taking you back to her place. You wake up the next morning. You're like, you know what? I used to be really sad. And I don't even know why. I think that was all a waste of my time. And it was. A lot of it was a waste of my time. I didn't have to be sad, but I was. Live despite those who want you dead. Brad Skag, absolutely. You know what? I got a lot of haters on the internet. I make a lot of enemies just because I talk a lot of shit because I'm not a bitch. And, I got the scientific community. They hate me. The cucks hate me. The simps hate me. The Democrats hate me, even though the establishment would like to hire me to work for them again. It doesn't bother me, man. All my life, in all your life, if you go out often, like, people are just gonna hate you, man. They're gonna fucking hate on you no matter what. And just live your life, man. Just live a clean life. Millions of victories. So when you gonna have your first? What the fuck, Friedrich Marx? Yo, where's my mod? Delete that comment for upsetting me. All right, so I have nothing but sympathies for this poster here. What's his name? Anti-Stasi? Anti-Stasi? What's a Stasi? Those are the fucking commies. So this guy's an anti-communist, but he's voting for Biden. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. You can swap out men for white people and it'd still work. Well, yeah, I mean, that's really, like I said, that's really what it's about. It's not about men. Because again, the Democratic Party sucks the dick of guys like George Floyd and Armando Abrego, Kielmar Garcia, the fake Maryland man. Dude, those suck those guys' dicks all fucking day. It's really about white people. I mean, let's just be real, guys. Let's be fucking real. The only one time that the news actually kind of broke the pattern was after the 2016 election, 2018 midterm, and obviously 2024, where the Latinx community broke out and just started like shilling for Orange Man, and they're waving the little pro-Trump flags. So yeah, and they're like, "Oh my God, the machismo of the Latinx men." It's like, yeah, dude, they think you're fucking cringe. Like, it was so funny. So there was a funny video that went viral of Anthony Weiner, who is going to be like the next Obama, until he went to prison for sexting minors and showing his little wiener to these kids. Dude, that guy was like jogging down the street with his dog, and like all these like little like brown and black kids were calling him a pedophile. So yeah, I think they lost them. I think the Democratic Party has really lost them. Trump's approval keeps going up, so hooray. Let's see. Let's see. Zombie Bomb hates you. Janny, delete the comment. Free speech, fella. All right, let's move on. Oh shit. Oh man, this is really important to me. I have to talk about this. Election integrity is just of the utmost importance. It's always on top of mind. Viva Fry, I've been asked to share this message from Tina Peters from Colorado prison, where she, a Gold Star mother, is rotting away. I think you meant to say away because of the lawfare and rampant corruption of tyrant Jenna Griswold. Please listen and share, and possibly tag someone who should know about it. Harmy Dillon at the real Donald Trump. I will share on Truth Social as well. Yeah, so God bless Vera Fry for bringing attention to this. This is really important. This is a shame. There should be millions of views. Let's see. She's on state charges. Real Donald Trump. It is time for a release. Yeah, he would release her if he could. He's already brought her up before. He can't do anything about it. She's on state charges. He has no power to release her, but Harmy has the power to investigate violation of civil rights. Yes, her civil rights are being violated. So let's go ahead and speed this up because she does speak a little slow, and I think she cries a little bit. I haven't finished this video, so and I just got a message from 100 messages in chat. Oh, yay, thank you.
Just press 1 to refuse. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay, I've got it on record.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'll just start reading it the way I have it.
Okay.
I wish I didn't have to copy it over because usually as Word's given me stuff, it flows much better. But okay, here we go. Dear President Trump, when I first met you, the first week in May 2022, you told me, quote, when this is all over, you will be a hero. Then you added, quote, you are a hero. Today I write from prison.
Fuck, man, that hurt. That really fucking hurt to read, man.
On Memorial Day 2025, with great sadness, not because I'm in prison, but because my baby SEAL son died defending this country. He was 3 weeks from going back to Iraq with SEAL Team 3 after serving 9 long years, starting in 2008 when Obama was elected. He hated the fact that administration mandated that his team train the enemy. He loved what he did on the teams, but hated that president would not let them be effective against the enemy. He loved to base jump, wingsuit, and taught many of the guys to do so. Remington Jordan Peters, October 30th, 1989 to May 28th, 2017, died as part of the Navy LINQS team that he served for 2 years. What most people do not know is that in addition to his duties as SEAL, he trained and worked with other SEALs and Army Rangers to go after human traffickers. Even though his double parachute failure on Memorial Day was officially labeled an accident, many know otherwise. Remington had over 900 jumps as an expert paratrooper and was an expert at everything he did. In BUDS, during his SEAL team training, he was voted by his peers as honor man and given a one-of-a-kind engraved with the Navy SEAL Trident rifle, which if I'm considered a felon, I will not be able to keep. Prison is very difficult for me because me and my family have always treasured liberty so much. My husband of 35 years, after me exposing the biggest scandal of election fraud, was taken from me illegally and died as a result. He had served in Vietnam as a Marine and was in a nursing home and moved out of my care. The evil these criminals have done to me and my country grieves me so. The upcoming midterm elections are always on my mind. We have to save Colorado as well as our elections. They thought by falsely accusing me and throwing me in jail and prison would finally silence me, but all that I've experienced as a lung cancer survivor, facing death, the excruciating, painful death of my son Remington, and the unrelenting harassment, persecution, and taking my husband and facilitating his death has all deepened my resolve to continue the fight. When I met you, in 2022, I was running for Secretary of State in Colorado against Jenna Griswold, the Obama protege and his former election attorney in D.C. I raised more money in the 4 months after I announced on our friend Steve Bannon show, February 14th, 2022, than all my Republican opponents combined. At 47% in a three-way race, with even the corrupt press acknowledging I won, I came in close to last. We, the cyber experts, some of who had authored the Mason County Reports 1, 2, and 3, saw them change votes in real time. I raised the $255,000 to pay for a recount. Jenna Griswold and Dominion Voting Systems violated law in instructing election clerks to use images instead of voter-verified paper ballots that the statute required.
Yeah, as a former election official myself, yes, they do have the capabilities to do that. They really, really do. There's very little oversight, especially these days, especially after the whole fake pandemic shit. Man, this is really fucking hard to listen to. Dude, they took everything from this woman. She cannot be deprived of however many years she has left on this earth. She needs to die as a free woman, not as a prisoner in a democratic gulag. Unbelievable. This woman is a hero.
As we know from whatever uncovered, the images are changed by manipulating illegal software for the voting machines. The reports are on my website, tinapeters.us. Prison, Mr. President, is constant and agonizing stress. My mother is 96 years old, and another blow would be for her to die while in a year. I need to see that what I've contributed to exposing the theft of our elections is made right for the American people, and I need to be out helping to effect that change. The people responsible for putting me in here on a national level, like Merrick Garland, are done. But Jenna Griswold, the one that deleted 29,000 2020 election records and more, is running for governor. And Phil Weiser, the Attorney General of Colorado, is running. Jenna Griswold is running for Attorney General, and Phil Weiser, that is the Attorney General responsible for putting me in here, is running for governor. Mr. President, I appreciate all you've done, and I know that my request is just a small thing on the many global events that you have to be responsible for and to affect the change. But I ask for God's mercy.
You know, if I was on a nice hike, and in one hand, and with Tina Peters and the fate of George Floyd, and then we stumble, and I'm holding two of them in one hand each. I can only save one. Every single time I'm going to save Tina Peters. Dude, again, like, I don't give a fuck about the P. Diddy shit and the Epstein stuff. Like, it's obvious the Hollywood sexuals are up to no good. The fucking flamboyant, fruitcake, dick suckers in the music industry like P. Diddy and who look like P. Diddy and Kanye West. Like, these guys are obviously sucking each other's dicks and doing the most degenerate, horrid shit. None of that matters to me because I don't consume their products. I don't allow their poison into my body. What's important is election integrity. And putting in prison Jenna Griswold, Mark Elias, Brian Kemp, Brad Raffensperger, Stephen Richter, Joe Gloria. All those people need to go to prison for life. And people like Tina Peters, they should make her a U.S. senator or something. I mean, fuck, man. I don't know what I would be so defeated if I was in her position. I wonder if Eva Fry got any traction. I mean, this guy has been to Mar-a-Lago, so there's that. Tina Peters, 9 years for exposing election system flaws while bureaucrats walk free. Griswold, security failure, zero consequences. This isn't justice. It's government retaliation against those who dare question the system. Pure tyranny. Yeah, that's why I just left, because I know that if I were to go out and talk shit about all the corruption that I saw throughout my tenure in my former employ, I would just end up in prison probably for exposing things I really shouldn't have. And so just the reality is like the government sucks. It's corrupt. It's evil. It's robbing us, and the less of it, the better. I mean, that's just the way that it goes. Tina Peters is a hero. She's an American hero right up there with Trump, with Audie Murphy, with General McGregor, with all the greats. Teddy Roosevelt. Tina Peters is one of the good ones, and the left hates her because they don't have any heroes. They're all the same. They're all just clones, just little Goblino clones. That's all they are, promoting the little Goblino culture. Yeah, so what's going on with Zombie Bomb, you guys? I can't believe I had to fucking... don't tell me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Let's continue. All right, so we gotta get into the pop culture shit really quick. Face it, Disney's live-action remakes are worthless abominations. God, I hate to sound like the Geeks and Gamer dorks or fucking Air July, but but I think it's true. We're just talking about Lilo and Stitch, how essentially this character, she's abandoned by her sister, so the sister can go get fucking dicked down at a sorority party or some shit. And now the child is a ward of the state along with the dog Stitch, I guess. This is an abomination. I'm miffed at Mickey. Disney, Hollywood's Magic Kingdom, I like that, has once again delivered another awful live-action remake of a well-loved cartoon. For more than a decade, the House of Mouse has been addicted to these robotic abominations. It's a sickness. Over the weekend, the latest poor, unfortunate soul was Lilo and Stitch, that sweet little 2002 movie about a Hawaiian girl and her fuzzy alien friend. Disney said, let's ruin it. Yeah, pretty much. As only Diz knows. Dude, what's with all these fucking nicknames? Yo, the Diz, bro. Dude, you fucking cringe. Dude, Disney adults need to be locked up in prison. They need to be sent to El Salvador where they belong. The studio turned the story into a soulless downer, made its color palette practically sepia, and tacked on an extra half hour of dead air. Dude, what did I tell you guys? I mean, all I did was read the Wikipedia page, and I just instantly knew that it was dog shit. I wish Cheese was here, because I'm sure he would counter what I'm saying here. He's like, well, you have to watch the film. You have to give it a chance. You're being such a... No, I don't have to fucking do anything. I can just look at something and be like, yeah, that sucks. Disney film? Trash. Star Wars? Trash. Cape shit? Trash. It's all trash. I don't even know what this fucking movie's about. I knew it was trash. Soulless downer? Dude, did I secretly write this? Am I really Johnny Alekinski? Anyways. It's a rancid trend as evidenced by the PR and box office wreckage of Snow White with Rachel Ziegler and the sloppy mush that they made out of The Little Mermaid. Yeah, who would have thought that people would not watch a Mexican Snow White or a Queen Latifah Little Mermaid? Bob Iger and co.'s maniacal formula take cherished movies, uglify them, clumsily toss in political correctness, and presto, here's a lousy cash grab. Yeah, dude, they get unlimited funding. Some of it even comes from the United States government. That's the reality. That's why they I mean, guys, that's politics in general. That's far leftist politics in general. That's democratic politics in general. The Democrats' ethos is literally ugliness. You look at what they're doing with the Calvin Klein ads. They it used to be fit, handsome, beautiful women, men, etc. And now it's like fucking people with like obesity and fucking like needles in the arm. They're drug addicts and shit, and they're just like they're fucking mutilating themselves, and they look fucking hideous, dude. And we're like told this is beautiful because it's progress, and progress is beautiful. That's the fucking trash that they're selling us. I mean, just look at that video game that Chaz reviewed. What was that? That Rockstar game, Dustborn. Soulless trash, soulless garbage. The only thing interesting about the game was Chaz reviewing it. Other than that, it fucking sucks. The the Star Wars, like all of it, it's garbage. It's meant to be ugly. It's ugly by design. There's a lot of people in Hollywood. I know quite a few people in Hollywood. I know a lot of people in LA, like genuine artists, really, really talented people. And if you were to give them money to do the things that they wanted to do, nothing they would produce would be ugly. But if you work for the big studios, if you work for the big corpos in the entertainment industry, the whole point of what they do is to demoralize the Western world, to take beautiful, well established stories from genuine artists and to uglify them. This is an attack on spirituality. It is an attack on the human spirit. It is an attack on art. It really is. And if you love art, if you love good cinema, if you want to preserve these wonderful stories that came before us, made by really wonderful, brilliant, talented artists, then you would walk away from the movie industry, from the music industry, and you would stop consuming their garbage. To consume their trash would be to tap dance on the graves of giants who gave us these wonderful original IPs, which will long be forgotten because the last memory many people will have of them are these god awful remakes. I mean, look what they did to the Joker. We went from having the best fucking Joker iteration ever in The Dark Knight to whatever the fuck the guy from Mars Volta, whatever his name was, that weird Joker where he's like I don't know, a freak. And then it went from that to the Joaquin Phoenix where he's literally getting fucking butt graped by cops and singing with Lady Gaga. I mean, somehow they managed to get the Joker Dark Knight and they uglified it with this new woke Joker trash. Two trash woke movies. Guys, if you care about this stuff, you walk away. You gotta walk away. Has any of these debacles ever improved upon the animated original? Nope. Has anyone ever been on has one ever been on par? Nope. Have all the corporate automatons cruelly stomped on the magic and creativity of millions of childhoods? Oh, yes. And yet the nasty habit born out of pathetic desperation shows no sign of letting up. The company that actually employs artisans known as Imagineers has got no imagination left in the tank. So rinse and repeat it is. I'm still enraged by the 2019 Lion King update. Yeah, see, that's your problem, dude. You give a fuck. You're enraged. You're not supposed to be enraged. If you hate these films, or if you love them, then you lose. But if you're like me, and you do not give a fuck, then you shall inherit the earth. You will be an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Which warped Simba, Mufasa, and Scar into harsh, photorealistic animals. Look, kids, a lifelike warthog and Marquis ridiculously singing Hakuna Matata with beady eyes and expressionless mouths. Suddenly, families were watching Planet Earth the musical. Perhaps Nala will kill a zebra. And what a calamity 2023's The Little Mermaid was. Take it from me, it was definitely not better downwards wetter. I wanted to crawl out of my skin when Prince Eric tried to make out with Ariel during Kiss the Girl in the cartoon. The innocent flirting is cute and romantic, but when played by actual human actors and some topical bland guy putting the moves on a mystified mermaid who can neither verbally communicate nor knows what a fork is becomes very, very creepy. Disney also loves to wedge in inferior songs to inflate the runtime in The Mermaid. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote a puerile rap for Scuttle the Seagull, played by Aquafina, called the Scuttlebutt. Ice picks to my ears. Yeah, dude, that was really bad. I try to forget about the Scuttlebutt song from Aquafina. Yeah, dude, that was a really bad time. It's all been bad. But it was one of the worser times in Hollywood where Hollywood was really trying to push Aquafina onto the public. I don't know what it was. I don't know what kind of dark magic Aquafina was, invoking onto the masters of Hollywood, but she was fucking everywhere for a minute. But thank God she's gone now. Fuck her. Let's see. The world is a hard place. We need to continue to move forward. I love Jesus. That's what is most important. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, dude, Jesus is a lot more important than any of this shit. All right, so we got to move on. Shit, dude, I got to play the crime music, I think. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, yeah, that's not it. Okay. So, we have a problem. We have a new Laken Riley. South Carolina mother murdered in random attack while driving her car. Now 5 teenagers between the ages of 13 and 18 are in custody. So we have this black queen here, a true queen, ruthlessly murdered a mother. She had a family and she's gone now. So see, these are the highlights. Larisha Sherelle Thompson, 40 years old, was murdered while driving in her car just before midnight on May 2nd in Lancaster, South Carolina. After a 10-day investigation, the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office announced 3 individuals have been arrested and 3 minors have been detained for the crime. 5 of the 6 taken into custody are teenagers, with the youngest being 13. This is really disgusting. This makes me sick. Authorities investigating the murder of a South Carolina mother earlier this month have taken 6 individuals into custody, including 5 teenagers. Larisha Sherelle Thompson, 40, was shot dead in the front seat of her car while out driving on May 2nd in Lancaster, a city located near the state's border with North Carolina and approximately 15 miles south of Charlotte. On May 12th, blah, blah, deputies arrested 3 men, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, by the way, they're illegal aliens. Beady little mud, poopy colored eyes, illegal curly ethnic hair. Jarby, Ardon Ramos, Adare, it's not Jason, it's Hasan, Sobid, Pinata, Salgado, Asaltoris, Chorizo. I don't even know how to say these stupid fucking names. Dude, if you got a stupid fucking name, you gotta get deported. Just get the fuck out of here. Authorities got their big break in the case when investigating a break-in at a nearby gas station, which happened just a few days prior on April 29th. So these fucking little shitters have been on a crime spree nonstop. During the burglary, a handgun was fired at and damaged a surveillance camera and the bathroom door. The LCSO said in a press release, and investigators and crime scene agents responded and collected evidence, including ballistics evidence. Ballistics evidence from both crime scenes was then sent to the state crime lab, where a forensic examiner determined that the 9mm handgun was used in both incidences, according to the LCO. So the most important part is at the very end here. We're just going to skip past it. So 3 adults are being held at the Lancaster County Detention Center, while the juveniles are at the Department of Juvenile Justice Detention Center. All 6 are subject to removal from the United States under federal immigration law based upon their immigration status, and the Department of Homeland Security has placed immigration detainers on them. Guys, this innocent woman, this mother, has tragically passed away. She was ruthlessly murdered by these ghetto-ass little motherfucking kids who don't belong in this country, who are not U.S. citizens. And she's gone now. This is another Laken Riley situation. I mean, the Laken Riley thing was really, really bad. I mean, they're both equally horrible, but what makes it a little bit more horrific, I guess, weird to say that, for Laken Riley, was she was preyed upon like an animal, and it was sickening because her killer, I forget the Latinx guy, he, you know, this fat, ugly third worlder shithead. He really wanted the white puniti. He's not used to. He doesn't get that at all. So the only way he can get it is through violent means. And even at the end, he wasn't able to seal the deal, so he just killed her. Why this woman was targeted, I do not know. I hope we get answers. But if I was President Trump, you would take it upon yourself to start talking about this specific incident the way that that President Trump talked about Laken Riley. That's what I would do. One, because I do care, and it is important. And it's like, look, you know, the Democrats, you know, they'll say Black Lives Matter. Well, what about this woman who was gunned down ruthlessly like a dog in the street, and not a single peep from the legacy media? Nobody wants to talk about it because they care more about third world crime. They care more about these illegal alien invaders and their well-being and their due process and their rights. But what about Larisha Thompson's right to life? I mean, something like that. It's, I would clean it up a little bit, but that's something I would say. Man, this one. Yeah, dude, this fucking bullshit, dude. 13 years old, and you're already stacking bodies. Again, the Democrats are importing the third world. They're importing these violent military-aged males. And it's like they want them to engage in violence and criminality. They were on a crime spree. They were shooting up this gas station, shooting up the store, and then they shot up and killed his mom. Unbelievable. When does it end? This video here, I haven't corroborated it, but I'm gonna get some of my frog boys, and we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna get down to investigating the truth behind this video. Let me read this comment really quick before we go. The mother dying is objectively worse. Anything to worship white pussy. Look, dude, I think they're both equally bad. Neither of these women deserve to die. Friedrich Marx. I'm not worshiping anything. If anything, there's a lot of pressure on me to worship the BIPOCs, to worship Latinx, to worship illegal immigration, and I'm just not going to do it. To worship violence and none of this. I don't want to do any of that. I think it's tragic. It's tragic in different ways. Yeah, these children, they will not get to wake up in the morning to the sounds of their mother cooking them breakfast. Those children will grow old without a mother. It is tragic. Laken Riley, a young woman, she will grow old. She won't get to grow old. She won't get to become a mother. She won't get to fall in love. She's been tragically taken away by these filthy, disgusting, illegal alien thugs. So I saw this video. And I don't know what to make of it. I would think it'd get a lot more views, but maybe it's been shared around in other places. We'll see.
Crazy stories that no one's ever going to believe. But I'm going to tell you, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I lived with my mom in Dallas, Texas. She moved a guy in, and they'd been working at a McDonald's down the road or something. So anyways, one day she told me to go up to her bedroom to get something, and he was sitting on her bed. Now, I couldn't really get to where I needed to because of where he was on the bed. And as I got closer, he picked me up and he scooted me across his lap, and he had a, So I told my mom about it. No, I told my grandma about it. And a few days later, I was back living with my grandparents. I thought nothing of it until years later, I seen his face all over the news. His name was George Floyd. Yep, true story. I know. And it might even piss a lot of people off. But it's the truth. Crazy stories that no one's ever going to believe.
Look, is it really that hard to believe that a violent career criminal George Floyd engaged in this behavior? No, it actually isn't that surprising. But what's interesting is that we've been bombarded with the whole Saint Floyd propaganda, the way that how people pretend that failure Barack Hussein Obama was like this messiah. People pretend that violent career criminal George Floyd is like literally a saint in religious terms. So when you have women like this coming forward and being like, "Yeah, dude, he fucking molested me," it shatters something in you. Is this true? I don't know. I was personally not able to find Linda Nicole on TikTok or wherever the hell she posted this. So we'll see. However, there's been some interesting comments. George Floyd was a useless piece of shit, correct. A predator in society, and the left worships him. She's out here telling the world her mom dated George Floyd. Yeah, dude, that's really sus. One of the main reasons why I don't believe this is real, I mean, it's kind of obvious why this wouldn't be real. Come on now. We all know that George Floyd ain't got a fucking job. You're telling me that George Floyd held out a job before? I don't believe it. Guy's a fucking loser. He's a fucking idiot. Telling me that he had a job? He's being supported by this woman that he was working with? I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I wasn't able to find evidence that George Floyd worked at McDonald's, but there was this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is a statement from McDonald's. They were one of us. This McDonald's presser states, and oh yeah, by the way, on the top right-hand corner, you can order food. Javon Martin, Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, Alton Sterling, Botham Jean. Who the fuck is Botham Jean? Tatiana Jefferson. I don't know who the fuck that is. Ahmed Arbery. Ugh, that guy. And George Floyd. The list goes on. He was one of us. She was one of us. They were all one of us. We see them in our customers. We see them in our crew members. Man. Ain't Floyd, St. Floyd did evil crap? Wow, I know, right? Gringos rides George Floyd, the patron saint of fentanyl. You can breathe up here, Grega. Not in my house. He is a dealer. 304s are attracted to them because they're the bad boy, plus free drugs for them. Yeah, it's probably like his only so-called job was just dealing drugs and shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his deal was, man. The guy's just a piece of shit. And if this is true, I really want it to be true. Just so we can, like, destroy this image. I like destroying these gods that are propped up by the Democratic Party, that are propped up by Hollywood, these you know, these regime-approved narratives. I like tearing them down. It's satisfying. Just like we're seeing the erosion, the implosion of the Biden phony baloney narrative. It's completely gone now. Dude, they're destroying Biden. I didn't even think they were going to do that. I didn't even think it would be this bad, but it is that bad for Biden. So what they're doing to Biden, I would like to see done to fake St. George Floyd, patron saint of fentanyl. All right, we got to move on. All Austin Metcalf had to do was ask Carmelo Anthony to leave. They're literally incapable. I don't think I can play this because he says the N-word. But yeah, he makes fun of this little guy right here. Dude, look how tiny he is. But still taller than Destiny. He just like rolls up and starts punking him. Bro, if you're gonna be this short, dude, you gotta work out a little bit. Cause this guy's like my height. And he's like looking down at you. You can't even give him eye contact because you're scared. And you got this little fucking dorky badge. Just, dude, fuck it, we're gonna watch the video.
Hey, do you think we give a fuck, nigga?
Look, hold on. Hey, don't even curse,
Dude, this guy got a fucking boner. What's going on here?
What are you talking about?
Hey, don't even curse. Don't even curse.
Y'all came to
Chill,
us.
don't
Like,
even
what are you
curse
talking
like that.
about?
Hey, they trying to kick us out, right? Cause we was shopping for shit. We didn't even take nothing. We told them to
We
check
was
us.
here yesterday. Y'all ain't say shit. Came in a group. It was more than this. Fuck is y'all saying right
Hey,
now?
chill.
gang?
You don't
It
even
was
have to
5
spaz.
people.
You don't even have
The
to
shorty over there
spaz.
sitting looking dumb as hell.
But look, y'all is racist. Yeah, hey, this dude right here. You been following me the whole time, gang. As soon as I stepped foot in this bitch, you was following me. You weird as hell. He came out of nowhere. No, bro. That shit's
All we
goofy
did
as
was
hell.
ask you to leave. You don't
For
need to
what?
be
For
this
what? What am I
confrontational.
leaving for, gang?
I'm not the one on
What am I
cameras.
leaving for?
I just asked
What am
you
I
to
leaving
leave the
for?
store.
You should know the reason, though, right? Yes or no?
You guys were using foul language
You were
and calling
telling
employees.
me to take my badge off and you were threatening me. You were messing around upstairs.
What did I tell you?
Guns at each other.
What did I
That's
tell you?
the reason.
What did I tell you?
So
What did I tell you? What did I say to you?
I'm not gonna go there.
What did I
We're
say to
ask-
you, bro?
We're just asking
You
you
was
to
a
leave.
goofy. Hey,
We're asking you to leave.
get your goofy ass on, bro.
Yeah, dude. If I can like talk to the brothers for a second, like, look, man. I was young once, and I've been kicked out of a few stores for literally just doing nothing or just fucking around, and not really planning to do anything illegal. Just just like existing. Like I know what it's like, dude. If someone tells you to like that they don't want you around, like, yeah, I get rejection. Like sucks, but if they don't want you there, just fucking leave, dude. Like, why are you debating these kids? Like, why are you debating the staff? Like, what is the point of doing that? It's completely pointless. It's annoying. And, yeah, dude, like, you run up on people talking shit. Dude, they were probably, they look suspicious. I'll give the employees that. and they were watching from afar. And then I imagine the idiots filming confronted them, calling them bitches, calling them snitches, calling them whatever. And then it escalated to this. But the shit talking was kind of funny, especially when he's like, "You goofy, you weird," and he's like this like tiny kid wearing the badge. I don't know what's going on. It's so ridiculous. I hope this is a skit. But I think sadly it's real. Let's read the comments really quick. Everyone needs to get something through their heads. The only thing they respond to is, oh, I can't disavow. Bring back, oh shit, I can't read that. Businesses should have the right to refuse service. Oh, gee. Oh God, dude, these comments, disavow. Oh Lord. You heard them use the forbidden N-word. They use it all the time. But so outraged when the, okay, we get it. Okay, dude, there's a lot of hate in these comments. Oh, what is this? Yeah, man, I don't know. Trespass him, ban him from the mall. Fuck it. All right, we gotta do consume sins, you guys. We gotta do consume sins. Gather around, children. It's time to confess the sins that we have the sins we've committed against the Lord. We'll start with Hasan Piker, infamous douchebag communist. She gringos. She the shoes of the proletariat. Look how fucking stupid this shit looks. Dude, what a fucking moron. Dude, this guy talks about, he literally uses words like, we gotta arm the proletariat. Bro, you gonna be arming the proletariat wearing these fucking shoes? Yo, Friedrich Marx, come get your boy, dog. Yo, come get your boy, Hasan Piker, the communist. Look how embarrassing this is. He is racist for thinking everyone is racist to him whenever things don't go his way. Just like the left, they label anyone who disagrees with them. I wandered away. We was kings. Yo, we was kings and shit. Amen. Amen. Dude, I would rather be caught fucking butt-ass naked in like a fucking barn full of pigs and shit than be caught wearing these shoes. These are fucking hideous. Also, dude, are his feet ghoulishly deformed for them to wear these shoes? For the audio-only listeners, Hasan Piker is wearing what I imagine are shoes worth hundreds of dollars, and they have like a slit between the fat toe and the toe to the side of it. And I just, again, he has to have like deformed feet to wear something like this. Friedrich Marx says Hasan isn't a communist. He's at best a lumpen proletariat. What the hell is a lumpen proletariat? Speak English, Doc. Hasan is a mouth-breathing retard. Yeah, it's putting it nicely. Let me read these comments really quick. Something tells me Vosh would fucking love those. Horse emoji. Love fucking those. Unbelievable. Oh, nothing says so. Oh my God, I was so off. Those shoes, ladies and gentlemen, are $1,220 designer shoes that are on. They're from Mason. I don't even know how to pronounce this because I'm not retarded. This looks very. This looks like an Asian shoe. Hasan dresses like a caricature of a rich person. Generally, the actually affluent class doesn't need to be so flashy to show off their wealth. And it's really weird because he's all gung ho about wealth redistribution, but at the same time shows off. I really don't get it. I mean, he is affluent though. Let's not be, resentful. Let's not lie because you do not like the guy. Hasan Piker is wealthy. He is affluent. He is rich. He comes from a rich, affluent, wealthy family. That is undeniable. However, is he a LARPer? Yeah, kind of. He shit talks capitalism, the excesses of overconsumption, but he dresses like a total fucking chode. I mean, this is what like the villains in that one movie with Jennifer Lawrence, Mockingjay, whatever the fuck, the Mockingbird. I don't remember what the books are called. I forget. Tabby Chelsea Boots, $1,420. Yeah, dude, he literally dresses like the bad guys in the fucking Hunger Games. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah, dude. Like when all the rich people are like, "Oh, look at these pores, kill each other," and they're twirling their mustaches. Yeah, dude. Hassan Piker is in the fucking like expensive seating, the VIP seating. Look at this, dude. This guy looks retarded. You shit talk capitalism, bro, but like, dude, you engage in capitalism every single day. You bought like a $5 bajillion house. You bought like $1 million car. Your shoes are over $1,000. I have an impressive sneaker collection because I'm a sneakerhead. And like, I think I have like a wall of shoes that may be worth $1,400 altogether. 1, 2 buckle of my shoe looking ass. I don't even know what that means. Dude's got 3 camel toe. Oh no, Friedrich Marx is schooling me. Anyone who thinks Hasan is a communist is unironically politically illiterate. You know, maybe he's not a genuine communist. I can give you that. But he does LARP as one. And you know how the no true Scotsman fallacy goes. It looks fine, whatever. Piper is a cuck. No one wants fashion advice from Chud who wears t-shirts. I'm not giving... You know, fuck you, Brad Skagg. That is English. If you don't know what Lempen proletariat, then you're a Frankfurter silly sausages. Yo, what the fuck? Did you just call me a Jew in like the most offensive way imaginable? It looks Italian, actually. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. Dude, isn't that what, like, when ninjas wore? The ninja shoes? That's what it looks like, bro. Dude, I don't know any fucking Italian that's ever worn these fucking retarded ass shoes. Ain't no Italians wearing these shoes, bro. Watch The Sopranos. Show me an episode where they're wearing these shoes. It's not possible. Ugh, despicable. What else do we have? Do we have more consumed sins? Yes. You know what the watchfrogs are not watching? Severance. And then, of course, you get these gaggle of retards. You haven't seen Severance? What? You haven't seen Severance? It's the best show out now. You haven't seen Severance? It's just one more streaming service in 18 hours of your life. Are you insane? Consume the product, Chud. Consume the product, Anon. Waste 20 hours of your life. Maggot? No, thank you. Dude, the more I am told to watch something, the less I want to do it. That's just, like, as a hipster, that's just how my mind operates, you guys. Like, when Game of Thrones came out, I didn't give a single fuck about Game of Thrones. Fuck Game of Thrones. And all that fucking stupid shit. They're like, oh, dude, oh, man, there's so much tits in the show. Every episode, there's like 5 pairs of tits. I'm like, yeah, dude, if I wanted to see a pair of tits, I'd go watch porn. On demand. I'll go to the motherfucking club. I will throw elbows in the pit at Excess Nightclub and be slapped around with titties for free. I don't need to watch some fucking stupid ass show with wizards and dragons. And even to this day, in the year of our Lord 2025, I haven't bothered to watch a single fucking episode of Game of Thrones because I don't give a fuck. It's not that deep. It's not that good. And you know what? I know it's not good because the last season, all over my Twitter feed, all over my Facebook feed, everyone I know chimping out at how the show ended. Well, that's what you get for overly investing in some dog shit. There's probably some like overt far leftist message about like mass immigration or something, or how we got to be tolerant of like immigrants or some shit. I don't know. I've never watched the show. I'm just assuming it's that bad. I'm sure it's in there. Just look at fucking Lord of the Rings or what is it, Rings of Power? They literally have a fucking Trump rally in Middle Earth where the humans are chanting the elves will not replace us. I don't know what Severance is about. I don't give a fuck. I never watched a single trailer and I just do not plan to. I'm never going to. You can point a gun at my head and be like, watch an episode of Severance. I'm like, no. You better end me now. You better delete my save file now, or I'm gonna fucking take that gun and beat your ass to death with it, bitch. You're not gonna fucking make me watch shit. You want me to consume the goy slop? Yo, this is a goyim that doesn't take no shit from anybody, dude. What are the comments saying? Never seen it, but I can still tell you this. It's either pushing an anti-white degenerate agenda or it's about to. Yeah, probably. What's it about? Don't tell me I don't care or say it's a rainbow. The suggestion seems to be that only liberals like severance, and I don't think that's true. Yeah, well, the word conservative is kind of meaningless. So if someone's like, I'm conservative, but I would totally embrace my 2 trans mothers or whatever. I'm so conservative, like, I'll suck a dick. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It was an interesting premise. Too bad the writers didn't know what to do with it. Anyways, here's some old guys making out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no thank you. It isn't bad, but it's so slow and it really plays with your head in such a weird way. I don't know if it's worth a rewatch, but it does have a cult following, which is weird if you're that into the show. Dude, I don't think anyone's into the show. Like, again, as somebody who touches grass and like lives in the real world, like most people don't give a fuck about this shit. Maybe if you're terminally online and you've watched anything that's like marginally like good or okay or decent, then maybe you might venture off and watch this shit. And I don't know. I feel like people are paid to talk up and to really gas up all these shows on all these alternative streaming networks like the Apple TV. But I can tell you this: I'm not going to consume the product. What would the Lord say? What would Jesus think if I were to betray my convictions and I started behaving like a stupid goyim? It's not gonna happen, Captain. It's not gonna happen. But have I consumed lately? Father, I have sinned. I have sinned. I had cheddar ruffles from a party. It was left over at my house. It's really good. I had some Little Caesars. I had the little crazy poofs, the pepperoni crazy poofs, and Italian cheesy breadsticks. I love me some Italian food for obvious reasons. And dude, I consumed, you guys. I consumed it. Oh man, I shit it out everywhere. It was disgusting. That's a sign I need to stop consuming so much products. What are your thoughts on Pink Flamingo being the first movie with a chicken fucking scene? I don't know what Pink Flamingo is. Pink Flamingos? Yeah, I'm not familiar, dude. I'm sorry. I don't have thoughts about animal sex. Do we have any more consume? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Elijah Schaefer did block me because he's a pussy. However, every now and then, some of his posts will come in my feed. Not a kid inside. Theme park adults should be deported. I agree. Disney adults, theme park adults, whatever, Disney adult kids, whatever, millennials, whatever you want to call them, they got to be sent to El Salvador. All right, so this theme park opens up. It's called the Epic Universe. The hell is that? Some video game shit? Look at all these fucking soy boys. Do they even run like little bitches? This is how you know they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, no one's going this way.
They're like, run, we got to consume product. We got to hurry up and consume. I got to consume the goislav. Oy, oy.
Wow.
Dude, if I saw any of my friends in this video, I'd just block their number, block them on Facebook. I would treat them like I treat my exes, just fucking ghost them. I don't want fucking retards like this in my friends group. I don't want morons like this in my circle, bro. I want fucking men in my circle. I want survivors in my circle. I want fucking public intellectuals in my circle. I don't want a fucking Disney adult in my circle. I don't want a Disney adult in my friend group. They're going to get you killed, man. Shit hits the fan. These people are going to get you killed. Look at these morons.
This is madness. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this.
Bro, these people are literally in ecstasy consuming theme park product. Unbelievably sickening. Oh, I gotta turn up the consume some music. Amen. Lord, can these people even be saved? Or should they be delivered unto hell, where they belong? What circle in Dante's Inferno will they belong in? If they are consuming product, we should ask Grok. Let me pull up my phone really quick. We're going to whip out the Grok, and we're going to ask if someone is overly excited and consuming Disney products, what circle of hell do they belong in the book Dante's Inferno? All right, so they would be going into the fourth circle. The fourth circle deals with greed. This circle houses those who hoarded or squandered material wealth. If someone's Disney obsession manifests as compulsive purchasing of merchandise, subscriptions, or experiences beyond reason, this could fit. The punishment here involves pushing heavy weights against each other, symbolizing the futility of their material fixation. A Disney fanatic might be imagined endlessly lugging piles of Mickey Mouse plushies or park tickets in a futile cycle. Or perhaps we are dealing with something even more sinister. Lust, which would be the second circle in the Dante's Inferno in hell. If the excitement is less about material gain and more about an uncontrollable passion for the emotional high of Disney's so-called magic, chasing nostalgia or escapism, it's going to align with lust. Maybe broadly understood as excessive desire. In the second circle, sinners are blown about by stormy winds, reflecting their lack of self-control. A Disney enthusiast, a Disney consumer, if you will, might be pictured swirling in a tempest of sparkly Mickey ears and animated musical scores. Ladies and gentlemen, these people have sinned gravely. They belong in hell! But I would be willing to settle for the gulags in El Salvador. Toughen up these little fucking pigs, make men out of them, turn these little beta boys into beastie boys. And, none of this. Dude, look how pathetic these guys are, man. It's some fucking pathetic behavior.
Wow.
One child. I've seen one child in this video so far.
Wow. This is crazy.
Dude, you think that's crazy? You think that's crazy? Dude, I got into a car accident. My car flipped multiple times. It came out unscathed. That's crazy. Banging two chicks at once at the Wynn Hotel and Casino. That's crazy. Consuming product is not fucking crazy. It's pathetic. Shame. You're going to burn in hell, boy. You're going to burn in hell. You're going to go to hell and you're going to die. Oh my God. Oh, what is that? What is that? I gotta watch that again. Look, guys, I don't endorse it. I'm not fucking saying it's the right thing. But if Ahmed steals a truck and he goes over, he crashes through security checkpoints, and he just happens to make his way through this park. Tragic, yes. Do I want it? No. But if it happens, it would make one think, is this the wrath of God striking down vengeance upon the ultimate consumer, the lustful, the avarice, the sloth? Maybe. Maybe. Did you say I'm gonna cry today? Let's turn up the volume.
Cry today. I think I'm gonna cry today.
Dude, he's giggling like a fucking little girl, bro. He's giggling like he's getting his butthole tickled by P. Diddy. What's going on here, man?
Everyone's just writing the ministry. Oh, it's a standby. You can get in.
Dude, obligatory soy face. Ladies and gentlemen, obligatory soy face. Jesus Christ. Dude, like, the internationalists have won. The internationalists, in my estimation, as of right now, they've won or they're winning. Look at what they've done to men. Grown-ass men, no child in sight. Literally in fucking tears. As they're being led into the Epic Universe theme park.
You can get in. Oh, wait, this is crazy. No virtual queue, all right. I wonder how long the wait's going to be today. What do you think? 500?
500 minutes.
It's got to be, right? Well, we're here at least, and the line's already started.
Dude, this is sickening, man. This is sick shit. Unbelievably disgusting. Dude, my faith in the Lord is shattered watching that video. Just the anger, the hatred, and the violent thoughts in my mind watching that video. I can't control it anymore, you guys. I can't control it. I can't control this feeling inside me. It's about to burst. This ugliness inside me that has been placed there by the prototypical consumer. Let me read some of these comments before we move on. Ivan the Terrible, parts 1 and 2 are really good movies. Don't know what that is. What are your thoughts? I read that one. Media illiterate, fuck off. Basic film bitch. Cannibal Holocaust. I know what that is, and I just don't give a fuck about those kind of films. This is blasphemy. Stupid car. Can't even kill Gayo. I know, right? When I was blue pilled, I really enjoyed buying merchandise at Disney HK souvenir shop. At least only what I can only afford. The merchandise there was awesome, but expensive as fuck. Oh no, Ash Blackwood, no. Repent now. Look in the mirror, light 3 candles in the bathroom, lights off, and say St. George Floyd like 8 times. Just kidding, glad you're okay. Thank you, Brad. The Disney store at the mall always had aura. In my early 20s, I lived down in Florida and went to the theme parks for free all the time. I've been to every park at Disney blackout drunk. That could be fun if you're young, but yeah. No, dude, fuck that. When I was 20 years old, dude, I had a fake ID, bro. I'd be going to the bars, be going to the clubs, be going to like events for like 21-year-olds and shit. Like I'd rather do that and get laid than go to a fucking theme park with like children and shit. No, thank you. They really know how to make a presentation to trick consumers. I want PB&J. Okay, so you want to consume HK equal Hong Kong. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. I think that's all the consume sins that we got. Amen. So there were a lot of really great consume confessions in the chat. I appreciate you guys opening up your hearts and your minds and admitting guilt. So we got a lot of people who consume Disney product. Guys, like, no. Look, I'm not perfect. I had all the Star Wars toys back when it was Hasbro. I had really, really old school Star Wars action figures when I was young from like the 70s and 80s. And unfortunately, I sold them so I could buy stupid shit. So, whatever. We would go at night, way less kids. If you say so, man, I wouldn't know. I've never been, and I never will be. I'd rather go to CSOP or SECOP in El Salvador than go to fucking Disneyland. Jussie Smollett is back, ladies and gentlemen. Jussie Smollett posts bizarre Instagram screed proclaiming innocence and insisting he suffered hate crime attacks. So Jussie Smollett is back in the fucking news. I can't believe it, you guys. This is why it was so important for him to go to prison. I mean, even if it was just for like 100 days or whatever, like, yeah, it's really nothing. But, dude, people who perpetuate fake hate crimes against themselves in an effort to stoke racial animus against white people, this behavior needs to be thwarted. This behavior needs to be deterred. Jussie Smollett, if it was up to me, I would have thrown Jussie Smollett in prison for maybe 5 to 8 years. Yeah, 5 to 8 years. And he has to serve the full term. Dude, people can't just get away with shit like this, man. And there needs to be genuine consequences for it. And now he gets to go around and say that he suffered a hate crime when everybody knows that didn't fucking happen. And of course, the Democrats, being who they are, they're gonna lie on his behalf and they're gonna defend him, and no matter what, because they fell for an obvious hoax. This is an obvious hoax. It was me and Temple were like one of the first people online, the first creators online to call this a fake hate crime and fake. It was obviously fake. Let's see. Look at you. I was only able to go to Disney Hong Kong twice in my entire life. Doesn't matter how now, since I don't ever want to go there anymore and support that evil empire. Very good, Ash Blackman. Very good. I think this is the only hate crime. I'm not gonna read all this shit. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, this is obvious. Like he's just never going to admit to it. All right. Yeah, I don't have any more of that. But we have some cringe. We're gonna finish off the night with some good old fashioned cringe. I don't think I can play this video because it plays that ghetto ass, low IQ, trashy song. So the caption in the video says, "The neighbors with the MAGA flag are outside, so I gotta play some music while I grill." It's a very doughy guy, and he's incredibly pale, playing booty rap song "Fuck Donald Trump." Very ghetto, dude. This is what I hate about guys. I fucking hate these fucking pale, pasty, doughy guys who just like are so desperate to seek the approval of BIPOCs. They're just so desperate to impress them. I fucking hate people like this, man. I really fucking hate people like this. They really, and these guys get punked and they get fucking geeked on by the BIPOCs they fucking kiss the ass of. And then they'll still go out and be like, yeah, dude, they're so cool. They keep it so real. Because they're cucks. These people are fucking cucks. Dude, he probably feels like such a badass. Dude's probably never been in a single fight in his fucking life. Dude, poor dog. Dude, someone should go, like, take this dog and give it to, like, a family that isn't full of, like, these fucking beta males. These beta boys. He's like, yeah, man, those MAGA chuds. I showed them. It's like, no, dude. You just showed everybody you're a giant fucking pussy. Dude, like, the last time I, like, heard this song, like, in person, I was with one of my friends that I met on, I think, Twitter. And me and her were, like, chilling outside the election department. And these fucking, like, Mexicans were, like, cussing us out, trying to fight us or whatever. Or they're, like, threatening us. And they're, like, blasting this music. They kept, like, doing U-turns and just blasting this fuck Donald Trump shit. I'm like, whatever, dude. You guys ain't gonna do shit. Dude, the dog had to run away. He's like, yeah, dude, this guy's fucking cringe, bro. And he just leaves. Good dog. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm going to post this on Reddit, and I'm going to show all my fucking Reddit bros and get my Reddit karma. How cool I am. I'm fucking, owning the chuds right now. Hey, guys, recommend me some songs that racists hate. Recommend me more rap music, bro. My heckarinos. Yeah, right now he's making a post on Reddit. God, what a fucking yeah, dude, this guy has no black or brown friends, like, for real. Dude, like, if he was like some, like, some brother was like, yo, Reddit guy, come hang out with the fellas, with the bros and shit. We'll show you how we get down. Dude, they'd probably just fucking jump him and steal his wallet. And they'd probably take the fucking wheels off his car too. Yeah, the fattest, most nerdiest bitches get down with that stupid fucking song. Yeah, that's what I wrote. What a pussy. Yeah, he is a pussy. Grilling turkey burgers and soy hot dogs after a tough morning of butt sex. Passive aggressive, the worst of the feminine qualities. Glad you guys are adopting it well. Libtards are so fucking cringy. Self-owned. I need his address so he gets the cookout invitation. This is exactly what I expected this guy to look like, and we all know that food was bland as he is. Correct. How bold and brave of you, MAGA cocklicker. What is this supposed to be? Funny part is that I bet that guy hates rap, so he is doing it to himself. And as rap goes, that kind of sucked. Yeah, rap music in general is just really fucking lame. Like if you suck dick, which is there's nothing wrong with sucking dick, but if you suck cock, like you more than likely love rap music. Lucky yeah, I was only able to go. I read that. I don't hate rap. I've always liked poetry and shit. Well, rap is not poetry. Rap is crap. Like I used to get like fucking goofed on because I liked hair metal, and those guys would like have really big hair. They'd have makeup on and shit, and they'd be like, "Damn, dude, it's really rainbow. It's some rainbow shit." I'm like, no, it's not, dude. They're talking about like fucking chicks and doing drugs and partying all fucking night and like falling in love, all manly, masculine shit. And and all those dudes were like criminally straight, as opposed to the rappers. All the rap guys are sucking P Diddy's cock and shit. Let's see. All right, so all these comments just basically calling him a pussy. It's kind of funny that we're all thinking the same thing. It's like we all know, yeah, everyone knows that guy's a bitch. Dude, that guy probably like recoils in disgust. Like his day is ruined if he sees like a random family and they're all wearing MAGA hats. That's who this guy is. All right, what other cringe do we have for tonight? Oh boy, this is real. This did happen. It's a really short 28-second clip. Here we go. So this fat woman right here, this is a government official. She is a member of Congress from New Jersey. So this fat lady, congresswoman, this fat politician, who's probably really rich, she got arrested. She had charges thrown at her for attacking ICE agents, the brave ICE agents that are protecting the country. And she got brought on to CNN to talk about it, and this is what ensued. Also, this chick on the left is kind of cute. And, dude, just look at her face and think about how the fatigue is real.
Congresswoman, you are now facing a federal charge, though. Are you afraid of what's going to transpire now?
You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on.
She's holding back laughter. Look at her face. Look at the little dimples on her cheeks. She wants to fucking laugh.
When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
Fuck, man, so fucking cringy. So Tariq Nasheed apparently posted this. What the fuck did Tariq say about this? Oh god. He said, "Oh Lord." Oh god, that's great. I like my enemies so demoralized that they start singing spirituals. Theater kids? No, more like something else. You follow. Oh, dude, this is great. Can't hide her fatigue. Yeah. Damn, dude, she's really fucking cute. Who the fuck is... Dude, who is she? Dude, you can just look at the fucking expression on this fucking... Look at the body language. Look at this body language. Do you know that she voted for Trump? You can just tell.
You fight on.
More like she eats on. She's eating on a lot of food. Oh, God. Oh, there's a lot of hateful words on the screen. Oh, no. Wade in the water, cold dream. Damn, these are some really offensive Why America? Yeah, this is definitely Weimar vibes, am I right, you guys? Weimar vibes. LaMonica. Oh, dude, she's got a stupid fucking name too. She's got a shitty name. Rep McIver. Yeah, her name is like Lenara or Lashandra or some stupid shit. Like just fucking ghetto ass bullshit behavior, ghetto ass name. Just everything about her is fucking ghetto. She's trying to pretend she's like some civil rights era figure. A lot of the people in the Democratic Party, they're like self-proclaimed historical figures, and they're not. They're all full of shit. Don't fall for it. But we got more cringe, you guys. We got a lot more cringe. What else do we got here? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I saw this video, and I'm like, yo, Pisco, you getting angry, bro. You gotta calm down, my boy. Shit. Why you so mad, bro? You so cranky. Might be wrong, but I think he's upset. Well, let's find out.
This regime doesn't give a fuck if you die! These sick bastards in the house just passed their big, beautiful fucking bill! And it's full of cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, and SNAP! That means poor people, sick people, disabled people, hungry families! Apparently your survival is too fucking expensive! And Trump! He fucking violated a court order again! 12 migrants got deported to South Sudan! A country they're not even fucking from! No warning, no chance to speak
unbelievably
ripped away
based.
like garbage,
Good.
like their lives don't mean
Yeah.
a goddamn
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Where they belong.
Norm just revoked Howard's ability to enroll in international students.
Good. That's what I voted
Not just
for.
new ones. Existing international students are being forced to transfer out. These students worked their asses to get out here, sacrificed everything, crossed oceans,
Good. Get him out.
carried
Get him
dreams
out.
in
Out.
their fists,
Out.
targeted racist, nationalistic fucking bullshit. And ABC, they just told you to tone it down on Trump. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's right. Keep it down. Keep it down.
Tone it down while the country's on fire. No, we don't tone shit down. We scream.
Tone
We
it down,
shout the
boy.
truth in their
Tone it
faces.
down, boy.
We call Trump exactly what he is. A fascist, a criminal, a lying fucking tyrant.
Nope.
June 14th, be fucking mobilized. Nationwide, loud, disruptive fears. This isn't a political...
Dude, I don't want some fucking dude. Who's gonna follow this fucking big ass nose, fucking loud, sweaty ass, fucking whatever the fuck he is, just screaming his whole head off? Like, this is not the makings of a leader. Like, who's not? No one's gonna heed this warning, bro. Like, you don't know how to lead, man. You're not a real fucking man, bro. You're out there crying over Kilmar Abreu Garcia. Like, you're a pussy, bro. Like, for real.
Issue. It's a fucking humanitarian emergency. We rise the fuck up and we do not stop.
Good luck. Sound like a typical ex. So much female rage. Yeah, there's all kinds of rage. Dude, I honestly thought this was Pisco. I'm like, oh shit, like Pisco Liddy fucking lost his mind finally. Well, he's lost his, but now it's like apparent. You know, I was watching this video, this one right here, and I think I was hit with an epiphany. I think I finally realized why these people retreat to their cars to film this cringe. I think deep down, well, even not really that deep, but I think internally they know that what they are doing, meaning the video, making the video, and what they're saying in the video, I think they realize like what they're doing is really fucking dumb and cringy and retarded and all that. So they have to make this in their car and conceal the making of this video to people to people that they know in their personal lives, and in hopes that like strangers will validate their feelings of disgust towards the current administration. And it's not just like politics related, but anybody who makes these types of videos in their car, crying, screaming, etc., I think deep down they know what they're doing is wrong. This is wrong. This behavior is very feminine, very cringy, very childlike. Yeah, dude, you lost an election, bro. Yeah, people want illegal aliens out of the country through any means necessary. If they can be deported willy-nilly, if they can be imported willy-nilly, they can be deported willy-nilly. That's how this goes now. Get over it. Let's read some of the comments. Of course, I'm goofing on Pisco because I thought it was him. I'm like, holy shit, chill the fuck out, Pisco Liddy. He's having another fucking meltdown. Deport that guy. Yeah, I agree. Deport him. Well, I don't know why he's calling him a street shitter. I don't know what that means. Street shitter seething. His benefits got cut, making his journey to America pointless. LOL. He's like, oh man, I ain't got no bobs and vagine. I got no white bobs and vagine. But at least I got this free house, this free Obama phone, and free money. Oh no, that's taken away now? Fuck Orange Man. Mobilize on Juneteenth or whatever. Okay. Yes, your survival is too fucking expensive when you can't get a job and work. Fuck off. Yeah, exactly. Fuck off. 90% of the foods sold in grocery stores today did not exist 100 years ago, and neither did 90% of chronic diseases. Correct. They all act like 2-year-olds that doesn't get their way. Cry harder. I like this. I should put this as put this on my car as a bumper sticker. I heart Trump daddy, tone it down. Imagine calmly getting in your car, taking your time to set your phone up so perfectly and framed in the picture and turning on the video and then ranting and raving like a lunatic, then calmly turning off the video and editing it to post on social media. The self-righteous world of leftists. Be glad you don't live there. Yeah, I am so glad I'm not a leftist. I mean, I never really was a leftist. I was just kind of like a generic Democrat who was like really sane and sensible, just like a regular working class Dem. And I never really engaged in this hysterical behavior. This is never really, I was never really like a get crazy type of guy. It's not really my style. This shit's such a turnoff. Like, even if I was still like, you know, like an operator within the Democratic Party or within Democratic circles, I think I would organically walk away eventually from it regardless, just because of how cringy this behavior is. Like, I don't like cringe, and I don't want to be around cringy behavior. And yeah, I would just walk away. I would naturally walk away from this shit. This is utterly embarrassing. Fucking yikes. I think we got one more. Oh, dude, this one is great. This one's really, really good. Another great cringe post from Reddit Lies. This one is called, or this is from the subreddit called R Gifted. Oh, they're so gifted. Let me just start by saying I'm 34 years old and I work at a Walmart in the electronics department. I got tested multiple times and my IQ is well over 150. I can't stand how stupid these Trump supporters are. Like, they're the only ones who shop at Walmart anyway because they think DEI is gone. It isn't, by the way. And so now everyone who comes in is so technologically illiterate, they can't even use a calculator, even though they voted for the supposed Elon Musk douchebag tech bro loser. Okay. They can't even find what they're looking for when it's clearly listed on the map. Clearly listed on the app. I've used the Walmart app. It's dog shit. Go fuck yourself. Then they ask you stupid questions like, what charger for their Apple phone and I have to explain that most modern phone chargers take USB-C, when clearly, if they were intelligent, they would do a simple Google search on their overpriced troglodyte phone. And yes, I know Walmart is extremely below me. I can do almost all math in my head up to Calculus 3. But because my dad wouldn't pay for my college, I can't prove it reliably. I'm also a self-taught AI coder, but keep getting denied jobs because of my lack of experience, despite putting all of my IQ test results on my resume. Has anyone else had a similar experience? Am I doomed to be forever brought down by the unwashed masses of Trump country? Oh, man. I am overwhelmed by posts like this. I mean, I know a couple people in my personal life. I'm not going to say who they are, what gender they are, or anything like that. I don't want to identify them in any way. But I know a few people in my life who are this stuck up, who are this snooty. They think they're like better than everybody. And I'm like, I didn't get a world-class education. I went to, college of Southern Nevada. I went to UNLV and I went to BYU for one semester, and it's like about it. Nothing really to boast about. And all these people, or some of these people that I know that like behave this way, they may have gone to like more prestigious universities than I did. But I am still light years ahead of you. Like you're a crazy person when you talk like this. Also, never ever in my life have I ever heard of anyone putting an IQ test on their resume. That is a great way to get laughed at by an entire HR department. Yeah, this guy's clueless. This reads like a shit post that I would make, but I have anything better to do than to go on Reddit. And by the way, I can't go on this website anyways because I'm universally banned from the entire website. So yeah, I guess that's the show. Let me see. I got a bunch of notifications. What's going on here? Who's messaging me? You had boys get on their knees while you sprayed whipped cream in their mouths. Pathetic. Yeah, I did say that. Women who travel are a massive red flag. I stand by that. Yikes. Yeah, that is a red flag. He drowned in his blood. What the fuck? All the source? Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Dude, I just want to chill out and play video games. Ozzy, let's see. Ozzy and Talks is back. They'll probably have me back on his show to probably debate somebody and get fucking yelled at for like an hour. For saying the moon landing is fake, because it is. I sound jealous over what? Hold on, what? Oh, this guy? No. Dude, I fucking hate, you wish. Yeah, dude, he does nothing. He's an actor. This is a minstrel show. He plays as the duplicitous Goyim, the backstabbing Judas Goyim. What's he even bitching about in this?
Hey, y'all. First off, sympathies for Joe.
Oh, he's talking about Joe Biden's health and brain. Somehow making it about Trump, because of course he does. He's just a dishonest huckster, Trey Crowder. Jesus Christ. Dude, what's up with all these people with the last name Crowder just being weird? Steven Crowder's weird. Trey Crowder's weird. I don't know what's up with these Crowders. They're just not honest people, it seems. Let me see. I just joined. What did I miss? Oh, MTMG, what's up, man? You missed quite a bit. I was really on one. This is a fun episode, man. I had a lot of fun. And this is a short episode too. It's only 2 hours. Yeah. Oh no, what is this? Nazi being kicked out of punk rock bowling concert in Vegas. Do not normalize anyone who thinks it's okay to wear a Nazi shirt in public. How about hold up? How about do not normalize violence? Fuck off, morons. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you gotta like read the room. You're downtown in Las Vegas and you're wearing that shit. Like, yeah, people are gonna fuck with you, dude. People are gonna attack you. Yeah, I'm not one of those "what is she wearing" types. I would never say that, but dude, like these people are obviously gonna do that. Every single person that attacked that guy or threw shit at him, they should be in prison. They should do a year in prison. I would throw them maybe 2 years in prison. Make it very clear that you cannot attack people for their political beliefs or for their attire, for their apparel. No. I mean, if this is such a problem, the venue probably should not have granted him entry. But like, yeah, dude, you can't be wearing that shit. I mean, it goes against my free speech principles, but yeah, I mean, dude, they're punking this guy. They're attacking him because of what he's wearing. Yeah, and then he gets kicked out. I mean, I guess you have to kick him out now because it's impossible to keep him safe. There's so many drunk retards downtown Las Vegas, and you're wearing that shirt, and you know it's gonna fucking rile them up. I don't even know what punk rock bowling is. Is there actually bowling at the punk rock bowling? I don't know. Maybe. Steven Crowder is becoming more red pill after his divorce. Ah, yes. How many people have Nazis hurt in America? Probably 0. The family courts are taking him to Pound Town, I guess. Yeah, they are. He didn't act. He didn't really represent himself well in that video, that security footage at his home. All right, well, guys, it was a fun show. Sad we couldn't get Chaz in here. But I didn't really have a lot of fun, like 3 or 4 topics, and I was going to message him, last night and she'd be like, dude, is there any like pop culture shit that's going on that like I'm not aware of that's like worthy of talking about? I couldn't really think of anything. I mean, just politic-wise, it's just like the big, beautiful bill. It's kind of a big deal. Tina Peters is a big deal. The South African stuff was pretty funny. But other than that, can't think of anything else. So everybody who joined, thank you for joining another exciting episode of the watchfrogs, 144th episode. And yeah, I am tired. I want to go play video games and chill. So deuces. We are done.